Okay, so next guys, we've got our vertical pressing movement. Now once again, we're being a little bit creative here with what we're trying to achieve. So basically, I'm going to start off now. It's a really simple way of doing these. You can just find yourself a doorway. For anyone who can't do the next two exercises, this is going to be one of the only ways you can really activate those muscles of the front delts and side delts that would usually get hit when we're pressing overhead, okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get myself in the doorway. Now this is actually an isometric exercise, so what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to get in the doorway and putting pressure into the doorway, holding it there for 15 seconds, and I'll just demo that for you now guys, but just bear in mind it is isometric, and with this one, you are trying to push and hold in as hard as you can, all right? So I'm just going to demo that one now. So you're just going to position yourself into a doorway, as I am now, hands either side, okay? Make contact with the doorway, and then push in and out as hard as you can. You're going to hold this for 15 seconds, okay? So really push in and hold. With this one, much like your other exercises, you're trying not to let those shoulders disappear. You're keeping a good neutral spine position, driving those hands into the wall as hard as you can, all right? We're going to hold that for 15 seconds, so just hold that isometrically as long as you can. We're then going to go straight into an overhead press. So once you've completed your 15 seconds here, we're going to go hands on the top of the doorway, and we're going to once again brace here. Make sure your back to arch. You can produce a decent amount of force in this position. So what you don't want to be is have your back in a bad position, because then you're transmitting force badly through your spine. So nice neutral position, and then driving overhead once again hard as you can. You'll be very surprised with how much force you can create here, and really generate a lot of strength. Nice. So 15 seconds like that. And then done. If you wanted to, just to add a little bit of a finisher or a burn onto that M1, you could then go straight into just a body weight overhead press. Although it looks really easy, once you've done that for 30 seconds isometrically, it gets pretty tough. All right. So then progressing on for that one, guys, we're going to go into a downward dog position. So downward dog, and then we're going to turn that into a vertical press up. So downward dog position. Try and make sure your back's not round over too much. It is hard in this position to get it completely flat, but just bearing in mind that we don't want to be rounded over too much. Hips up, trying to get nice and straight through the back legs, and then we're going to look straight down the floor, head just off the floor, and then driving through. Same sort of thing with your press-ups on the floor. Try not to let those elbows flare out too much on this one. You want to keep them slightly tucked in on each rep. And as well, same thing, try not to let the neck disappear on each one, just keeping those shoulder blades down, each one. We can then progress that on, so through into a full handstand push-up. This one usually need a wall. These ones are very challenging, so just give them a try. But best way to start is by placing one hand down, similar to how we got ourselves in position on our feet up press up. So hands position here. Find the wall with one foot. Walk up the wall. Get in position. Make sure you're nice and locked in, and then just down and pushing straight back up. Those ones are really tough, so you can do 20 of those, you're better than me.